Episode 8 of When Life Gives You Tangerines begins with Geum-myeong ending up at the police station. Since tutoring is illegal, she cannot even justify the money the woman owed her for teaching her child. Elsewhere, as Gwan-sik questions Yeon-byum about his relationship with Geum-myeong, we learn that they have an on and off relationship, with Geum-myeong having turned him down 8 times already. Gwan-sik also realizes how much Yeon-byum resembles a younger version of himself, while Geum-myeong is almost a replica of Ae-soon. At Geum-myeong's employer's house, the housekeeper, who had known all along how the woman was trying to set Geum-myeong up, steps in. She threatens to throw away the original diamond ring unless the woman takes back her initial complaint. Eventually, the woman does relent, and we discover that the housekeeper is the same woman Gwan-sik and Ae-soon once saved from being scammed at a guest house in Busan. Small world, right? Because Geum-myeong resembles Ae-soon, the housekeeper remembers their kindness and wanted to repay it, even if it's just for a stranger. However, Geum-myeong remains unaware of this. She is deeply stressed, fearing that Ae-soon and Gwan-sik will find out about the police complaint against her. She calls Ae-soon home, only to learn that Gwan-sik is already on his way to see her after receiving the governor's award for saving a life at sea. When they meet, an awkward dinner does ensue, during which Geum-myeong finally lets out all of her frustrations. About being poor, about not being able to pursue her dreams, and about missing out on opportunities she deserves. Like the Japan study abroad program, she ultimately bids her father goodbye after finding out that he'd travelled a long way from his initial destination just to be able to meet her. After Gwan-sik leaves, Geum-myeong tearfully says goodbye to Yeon-byum, who has to return to his military base after his leave. In the future, we do see her at her wedding, weeping as Gwan-sik prepares to walk her down the aisle. Back in Jeju though, Ae-soon and the Hanyeos attend a poetry competition for school students, where one of the aunties submits her poem. Meanwhile, at the very cafe where Ae-soon once met Sang-sil, we see her preparing to open a shop with the Hanyeos. At the same time, Geum-myeong's teacher offers to fund her study abroad trip, and she informs Ae-soon about this. This leads to an argument as Ae-soon insists on knowing whether Geum-myeong truly wants to go. Geum-myeong's decision to study abroad pushes Ae-soon and Gwan-sik to make a very difficult decision. They eventually decide to sell their home in order to fund her trip. That night though, Ae-soon dreams of her mother once again, as if she has come to bid a final goodbye. In the dream, her mother comforts her, and Ae-soon also says farewell to her late son. The family moves to Seoul just as Geum-myeong leaves for Japan, weeping over the stack of money that Ae-soon has actually saved for her. And then episode 8 ends with Ae-soon's poetry winning the competition, but the school searches for a student named Ae-soon in vain. So episode 8 of When Life Gives You Tangerines delves deeper into the parallels between Ae-soon and Geum-myeong, a theme we first saw in the previous episode. In fact, it's here where we realise just how strikingly similar the pair actually are. The episode's thoughtful dialogues beautifully connect the idea of Ae-soon inheriting her mother's dream and in turn passing her own dreams on to Geum-myeong. It reflects how the sacrifices of one generation become the opportunities and liberation of the next. Since the last episode, Geum-myeong and Yeon-byum's relationship, early reminiscent of Ae-soon and Gwan-sik's of course, has become increasingly intriguing here. As Ae-soon and Gwan-sik navigate this difficult phase of their lives, sacrificing everything for Geum-myeong's future, we see the depth of their love as parents. While episodes 7 and 8 have taken on a more introspective approach, focusing on Ae-soon and Gwan-sik's bond with their children and the hardships they endure for their sake, the next episode promises to be more exciting as Geum-myeong and Yeon-byum's adorable relationship looks set to take centre stage, but we'll have to wait for next week to find out how that plays out. Thanks for watching, and do let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Smash a like or subscribe to the channel, your support is very much appreciated. I'm Greg Wheeler, and from all of us over here at The Review Geek, we'll see you on the next video.